to 5 Minutes to Wellness, a 2-week series of videos that is aimed at helping you to really be well and stay well during this COVID-19 crisis and these unprecedented times. I'm Jenna Fleming. I am a licensed counselor, and I'm also the owner of Georgetown Child and Family Counseling. And today's tip is really for those of us, myself is in this group, of people who have lots of ideas, lots of things we maybe want to work on or we want to get done for the day, and we just don't know where to get started. It feels like there's so much to do. Or maybe you're in a situation where things aren't going well in an area of your life, in your health, in your relationships, with parenting, and you don't know where to begin. I want to share with you an idea that comes from a man named Gary Keller, and he wrote a book called The One Thing. And what Gary wrote about really has to do with how we create priorities and how we can continue to keep moving forward in our life in the direction that we want to go without getting stuck in all the little details of things. Sometimes things like perfectionism or feeling overwhelmed and just not knowing where to begin really keep us stuck in where we are when we really want to be at a different place. So you can apply this, of course, pretty easily, I think, to a professional life. But what you might not realize is that you can apply this in a lot of other areas, like your physical health and fitness, the health of the relationship you have with your kids and with your partner, a parenting area that you might feel like you're struggling with, or you anticipate is gonna, maybe you're on the cusp of parenting a teenager and you know that things are gonna change. So this idea of the one thing really asks you to take a look at what is the big picture of what I want. What does that picture of physical wellness look like if that's the area you want to work on? What does the area of what does a healthy relationship with my spouse look like? How do I want things to go as a parent and with my kids? How do I want to raise my kids? What do I want my relationship to look like? Once you have spent a little bit of time thinking about what you want, then you can think about, what do I need to do? What are the steps that can help me? And Gary Keller has a great question that can help to just quickly get to a little bit of clarity of answer. And I just want to say, it doesn't have to be the right answer. Moving in the direction of health and where you want to go, that's what's more important than doing the right thing first. So the question that you can ask yourself to help clarify this is, what is the one thing I can do, such that by doing this one thing, everything else will either become easier or unnecessary? And a lot of times there is a one thing. For instance, in my life, when I become really stressed out, a lot of times I'm not sleeping on a good schedule, I'm not eating really healthy, I get up and I'm going straight to work, I'm checking my emails. One thing I know that helps my day go so much smoother is spending time with God. When I sit in this chair and I read scripture and I spend time in prayer and stillness, everything seems to settle into place. That can be one thing I can do that makes the world of a difference. It helps me just to think more clearly, feel more clear-minded. Another thing you can do, if it's for your physical health, maybe the one thing you can do is you can plan meals out or start walking in the evenings after dinner. The one thing in a relationship might be carving out one-on-one time. or setting some limits on when you check your email or when you get on screens. Maybe there's a tough parenting issue and you're frustrated about your kids and their screen time and what they're maybe getting exposed to. And so the one thing you can do right now could be putting screen time limits on your kids' devices. I don't know what it is for your particular situation, but what I do encourage you is to ask yourself kind of that magical question that Gary Keller teaches. What is the one thing I can do such that by doing this one thing, everything else either becomes easier or unnecessary? And I hope it will guide you to help prioritize some things in your life. If you found this useful, I hope that you will forward this and pass this along, because our goal is to help and to share tips for well-being so that everyone can win. I am Jenna Fleming, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.